gentlemen, and welcome to another fantastic weekend of Formula One racing here on the EGL Extreme Gaming League. I'm Tipsy Bob, and joining me on the mic is my trusty sidekick and my good friend, Dad Vance. Covering all the action today, we're going to be covering everywhere from Monaco, Singapore, and
yeah, I'm just waiting for them to join so I can
all across the world, all across the country.
I don't know why
we have a full grid lined up some of the best talent around the world. We have plucked them from all corners of the earth to give you some of the greatest racing experience viewing footage you'll ever see in your lifetime. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the EGL. There we go. All the cars are all lining up on the grid. They're all getting ready. The drivers will be focusing on their first corner. Are they going to take it? What are they going to do? Is it going to go deep? Are they going to go? Who knows? Let's take out and away we go! DRS is still active, and if Timo wants to get this moved on, he's gonna need to use this DRS zone because I have a feeling. Oh no, Timo, cancel the crusher in the distraction zone. I pressed command up another overtake on 23 trademark. This is Ryan's 3-4 bar.
And Timo are oh, it's not pit. Oh no! Oh my god, this so sorry, control myself. So Timo
I wouldn't be gonna put up to two so they can stand at the back together again. Just like Timo likes it.
How many times? Did you see how many times Timo tried to get into the pit?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another round of EGL racing. This time for SLR Tier 3 at Russia. And with me in the commentary booth is Gurla. Hello, Gurla. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm alright. Excited for another race. This time at Russia, yeah. And yeah, we're about to start quali. Drivers are leaving the pits right now.
Yeah, a few. Well, actually, most the cars coming out already. There is going to be a little bit of traffic coming out. So let's see who we can follow. Let's put the map up first.
I think No Threats was the first out. He's out on mediums. So I'd imagine. Well, the strategy here is less complicated than the last time in Singapore. Here's just a soft medium. So yeah, the drivers who are going out for a lap on mediums now are just going for a banker lap, I assume.
Yeah, you don't think
familiarized with the conditions.
You don't think they will wanna start on the mediums? Probably not, right? I think in this track they are quite a bit slower than the softs, and it's not a high degradation track, so you can make a soft medium work pretty easily.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's see what they do right now. No Threats, I think he's the first one to coming into third sector. Also, he will cross the line soon. But he's on the mediums. So probably just going for the bunker lap, like you said. What weather-wise, it looks pretty dark.
Shaka, I got told if you could turn up the game volume a little bit.
Right. Yes. 1 second.
So, No Threats starting a lap.
Yeah, you don't have you're not watching anything right now, so just give me a sec. I'll just go.
Okay, I'll commentate on it. So, No Threats going into turn 4, I think. He goes a little bit wide, but he keeps going. It's a really easy track to invalidate as well. So, I think he's just going for a slow banker lap with no invalidation. So going through the fast zone now, I think. Are you seeing already?
Yeah, now we have the image.
Now he goes a little bit wide, but I think his lap is still counting.
It seems like he's alright. There was a car there. Maybe he got a little bit disturbed by it, but.
Yeah, it was Janis Correa's on his out lap, but I think No Threats is still fine. I mean,
he's still pushing, it seems.
Yeah, he'll just want to set up a clean lap. Just to set the as he almost spins. Going into
he goes to into the pits. Yeah, so he wasn't happy with that lap. Very tricky, that particular corner. What's that? Well, I think it's T12, if I'm not mistaken, but some guys already managed to put a time, and we have Kibor Magnussen, Janis and Tribolino, well, a few coming in with some quick laps. 31.8. What do you think about that lap for provisional pole?
Yeah, I thought 1.2 is a good time. I mean, I believe we are. I expect the pole time to be in the 30s. So yeah, the drivers are warming up still, but we have confirmation in the chat that the race, it's gonna rain in the race, so light rain.
So this is very interesting. I actually had the rain yesterday on my own race. It was very tricky, especially I didn't do any wet practice, and it becomes really slidey. So, and we have Grinsonium going with a very good lap, 31.3. Who else is coming up in the on a lap? I think we have Tilde. It's a little bit far behind. Radim seems to be one. Oh, yeah, running. Nope, he's still good on his lap. And well, a Haas. We have a Haas coming onto the line, but now he goes into the pits.
Yeah.
Noel is on a lap in the Alpha Tauri. I think he is one of the reserves, maybe.
Yes, he is. Yes.
So let's see what he can do. I think he's about to finish his lap at 32.1. It's not so bad. It's good enough for P9 at the moment.
Dragon saying pole time is 29.9, but Crystal disagrees. Yeah, 29.9. Possibly in tomorrow's race in Tier 2, but if it was done today,
I would be
know.
surprised. Yeah, I would be very impressed with that time for Tier 3, definitely. That's
I would almost
really
consider dropping down to Tier 3.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's a bit too quick for me. So who else now? Most of the cars right now are in the pits. I'm not sure. I think maybe there is a Racing Point. I see that is maybe on a lap. No, actually invalidated. The other Racing Point is on an out lap. So that would be Joel, who is just about to start his lap.
Or is he? Yes. Yeah, he's about to start the lap.
Yeah, so Joel just about to start lap. Let's go on board with him. See how he's doing.
So into turn 1, you want to brake as late as you can, but not too late. Quick shift into 4th gear, as Joel has done pretty nicely.
Pretty nicely, actually. He stayed in 4th, he didn't went down to 3rd. Quite interesting.
Now there's a sequence of almost 90 degree corners as Joel doesn't go into 3rd. He goes a little bit wide, but his lap is still counting. Now these fast corners, dropping to 5th. Looks like a decent lap in Joel.
Looks like a very clean lap, yeah, looks pretty smooth.
You will have a little bit of traffic in those final corners as the drivers are starting their laps.
Yeah, let's hope he doesn't get stopped too much.
This section was really clean now. It's a really technical zone.
Oh, that was just inside, I guess. Just about, like right on the limit. Very good lap.
Yeah, let's see what it gives him.
And it's pole for 31.0. That was a very good lap. Very good effort. It looked very in control and quick. So fantastic stuff. So who else we have right now? I think there is a Williams starting a lap. Is that that must be that Yotis?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, he is starting the lap.
So going into turn 1 now, he does go into 3rd. Quick shifting all the way up into 6th, keeping all the way to the left on this long left-hander.
A little bit of a lock up there. I don't think it's too dramatic.
Yeah, the clouds are also going away. The track is getting warmer, I think. So I'd imagine the drivers keep on improving their times as Motocrosser just went fastest.
Yeah, Motocrosser with a 30.9, the first one in the 30s.
Yeah, if Joel won, that would be amazing.
I think there is still plenty of time. So who we got?
The Diaz is now catching up traffic he's got Null in front of him, who is on an outlap, and Futuristic
Yeah.
as well.
He makes space, they make space, yes. It should be alright for him.
What can the Yetis do?
He's at
P13.
32-0, yeah. A few lockups from what I could see. We
Yeah.
have George also on a lap right now, coming into the third sector.
Okay, George is up 2/10 on his time, so I imagine he's going into the 31s.
Looking for to
Possibly
improve, that'll be a
into
top 10.
P10.
Yeah, and it's P9. It's P9, so
Yeah.
very good improvement there. Let's see here. I think I see the what is it? It should be Daro. Daro is coming up also to the line, last few corners. Last corner, and let's see how. Oh, he invalidates. Oh, that's so frustrating. Just in the last
Yeah.
corner, there is a
Most
Red Bull,
invalidated as well as
and there is the Ferrari. A Ferrari still no threats. Still hasn't set a lap, and now he is out on the soft tire. So let's see what he can do. And he's currently on his flying lap, coming into turn 2 and 3. He takes a little bit more of a wider line.
yeah. Some drivers take like a really close line to the curb.
Yeah,
Others take a more wide line to get more exit. I don't actually know what's the
different
fastest strategy.
strategies. I have no idea.
I don't think there's much in it, but
I just try to keep it between the walls, you know.
yeah.
So looking,
Nice.
coming into the back straight, and so far very clean lap, very good lap, just like we expect from him. I don't see a delta.
That's
Can I put a delta
That's-
somewhere? I
that's
know.
because he hasn't settled up yet.
Ah, yes, correctly, yeah.
So I don't know if he invalidated before or something, but he's going into the 2 final corners now, really tight, down to 3rd, and oh, he goes wide.
He goes wide, but I think it was okay. The lap counted, and it's just good for P16. So he won't be very happy with that. Most of the cars are right now in the pits. Then we have who is this? This is Tilde, but he goes to the pits. He invalidated that lap.
Yeah, I don't think no one in a lap now.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't seem to be. Joel is in an out lap. He's going to start up a new lap. Yes, he is. So he is going for another attempt. We missed it actually. Wimpy is now P2.
Oh yeah. There's Joel going now to turn 2. This time shifts up down to 3rd. Let's see if he can improve his time.
Let's see if that makes the difference now. So from who else? There is a few cars now on the out lap, and
I'm just trying to invite Torsten into the lobby. Just give me a minute, Shaka.
yeah. So I'm just still following Joel, who is now coming into the back straight. I don't see a delta, sadly. I don't know if he's improving. I guess we will see when we cross the line. But right now coming into the 3rd sector, pretty tidy, going super wide, but it's still alright. And that somehow is not a corner cut.
Yeah, he's giving it his all. Is he coming?
Yeah,
no,
I
maybe
think
enough.
he's just not improving enough, so he retired that lap. Who else we have? We have quite, quite a few cars. about to start a lap. I think. Let me see. Is Baran? Yeah. Baharn going to start, Bajarn or whatever it's pronounced. Sorry for butchering names here. So he's starting a lap right now, and so is Wimpy just behind him on track. So there is still chances for some changes at the top. Right now, motocrosser with a very quick lap, but a few guys are very close, like around a tenth down from this 30.9. So there is still some fight for this quali, I guess.
Yeah. Look at this lap from Bajan. It's going pretty well, I think, from him.
Let's follow him around then.
Going into the first DRS zone now. Pretty clean and tidy so far. Let's see what he can do in the third sector.
Yeah, you can win or lose a lot of time in the third sector, so you need to nail it, that's for sure.
Looks good.
Looks good. He's pushing.
Oh, a little bit wide there, but
it's still okay. I think he just lost a little bit of time there. So
yeah, he didn't improve.
He didn't improve, right? Yeah. So like we said, the last sector is quite tricky. And Wimpy improves 30.7, so he goes provisional pole. And as the time for us, at least, spectator is up. I don't know how much time they actually have left.
Yeah, let's see when we see the flags.
Yeah.
We'll know.
We have right now Crimsonium just starting his lap, so that's still counting. I think a lot of people are about to start a lap right now, so I guess those will be the last laps for us to see.
So, both motocrosser and Joel started their laps.
Let's see what motocrosser is doing. We haven't seen him today. Yeah.
Now we know the time is over because Noel just finished his lap.
Yeah, so time is over. So this is it. These are the last laps.
Motocrosser goes really
He
wide.
goes completely wide. It's not invalid, so he can still, but that's gonna cost him a lot of time.
Yeah, as Matthias actually improves ahead of Joe, goes into P3.
Yeah, Matthias
Igor
to P3. He
into the pit. Joel is actually down on his time in the first sector, so let's see what he can do. Oh, Joel has invalidated actually, so
yeah, so that's
Joel.
it for him.
It's on
Sadly,
motocrosser now for that pole position. Can he steal it from Wimpy? I didn't see if he was up or down on his time, but going to the last corner.
motocrosser in the last corner, and he goes P1.
Indeed, good lap from motocrosser. I think everyone has finished. No, who was it? Futuristic goes P3.
Futuristic P3, yes, and Joel stays, drops to P5 from Matthias and Futuristic. So there was still a few changes at the end. Motocrosser with a very late, very good lap, taking pole for this session. So
Yeah.
pretty good stuff. And we do have Torska in. He obviously doesn't have a lap, but he managed to get into the lobby, so he will be able to race. But pretty interesting qualifying if you think about it. Motocross, you're going really wide, and he still managed to put the best time. So obviously he didn't lose that much time. Maybe it's even quicker.
Yeah.
because you don't need to drop too much speed, right? So quite interesting that.
Indeed. I think now's a good time to show the standings.
Yeah, let's do that. So let's start with the Drivers' Championship, and Motocrosser today in pole, and he is leading the table. And well, Matthias in second, starting
He starts
P4.
from
So
fourth. Yeah.
yeah, P4 is also not a bad position to start. You do start on the clean side, I think. Right? If you are
Well,
P2,
what-
P4. I think P1 is on the inside, which is the dirty side, and P2 is on the outside in the clean side. Is it?
I'm not sure. I'm not used to starting off in the
Um,
pole. So.
yeah. In any case, it's a very long straight, so if you have someone in front, is useful. And let's take a look at the Constructors' Championship. So this is Renault with a massive advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't see this changing too much. Let's see. Maybe a Racing Point and Williams can still have a fight for P2 and P3. Maybe even Ferrari, who is they aren't doing bad lately. Then they might be able to catch up on these guys somehow. But I think the championship leader is a little bit far off. It's almost
the
like a
Renault boys.
Mercedes.
Yeah, the Renault boys have ran away with it, and we can confirm that chat wasn't lying. We have rain indeed, and pole position is on the left, shocker.
It's
So-
on the left. Okay, so they do have then the clean lap, get the clean track. Which is obviously better. Well, in this case, with the rain, I don't think it will make. I mean, it will be slippery, no matter what.
Yeah, in this track, going into turn 2, I think it's a really tricky corner to do in the first lap because the guys who are on the inside, the corner is a little bit narrow, so the guys who are on the inside, if they get a little tap from the guys who are on the outside, it's really easy to spin. So I wouldn't be surprised if we got a couple of incidents in turn 1.
Yeah, definitely. We have to keep our eyes open for that.
Yeah.
Safety cars here are, let's say, rather frequent.
Yeah, I agree. There's good opportunities to overtake, and there's also the walls are also.
There are a few walls. Yeah, so we will see what these drivers deliver to us. Conditions obviously also playing a role today. Speaking about strategy, what do you think? I believe that some drivers managed to do a no-stop race yesterday. Most obviously will probably do one stop if it continues to rain, unless it dries. Then everybody will have to change the tires. So this is gonna be interesting to see what the weather does.
Yeah.
Hopefully we will.
Yeah, I think I saw in the chat they were saying earlier that it was gonna rain for the whole race. So
Yeah, so that it would be nice to keep kept up to date with the weather. That'd be nice. But if we're expecting a full wet race, yeah, this is then going to be quite interesting.
okay, the drivers are lining up.
Can
Torska
I?
on the back as he
Is
joins.
there any other camera? Just these two? Ah, there we go. So, and we have 5 red lights and a little break, and are we moving? And we're off.
Oh. We're off, and someone got a jump through. I think it was Trevor. He's making some places.
Oh, wow. Oh god.
What is going on?
Oh my god. I just saw, I don't know, I saw a few Renaults
What
going
have I
into each
seen?
other, but wow, that was
can't-
something else.
I can't even describe what I've seen.
I saw the whole grid going into each other, basically. Wow.
Yeah,
We have
I don't know what.
5 cars. DNF.
What? 5 cars
Ah.
DNF in the first corner.
Before the
What?
actually no, in the first
Yeah,
legal
actually,
corner, in the
before the
in the
corner.
kink, which in the rain apparently does matter. Wow.
Oh my god.
This is extremely impressive, and let's just take a look at the front wings. I believe the first 2 cars managed to get out of there cleanly. Motocrosser and
Yeah.
Joel jumping the other guys and going into P3. Now the next car online is Futuristics, who has absolutely no wing. Then we have that Yotis with well, he seems to have his wing, so I don't know if he might have some small damage maybe. Bromon seems okay. I think some of these guys managed to only have like slight damage. Mostly Gaming pretty destroyed that wing, yeah, so we will see a bunch of pit stops now. But wow,
I've
that
seen
was
the-
something else.
Wimpy is not too happy about what happened. I just saw like Matthias has no front wing. Lots of people with damage. Daro 5G has damage. Radim has damage. Basically everyone in the back has damage. So it was 5 DNFs, and it could have been more because a lot of drivers actually have damage.
I think there was at least 10 cars involved in that accident. I think there were like different accidents actually happening at the same time. I was following on board at the front, and I just saw I think the Renault of Keyboard Magnusson coming very close to maybe Bajarn, and then it was chaos. Then they were all off.
I think the first car to spin was Bajarn. I saw McLaren going round, and then
and then it was just a disaster.
Yeah.
After that.
I think it was Trevor. Let me check. Actually, someone got a drive-through, so that could have been a factor to the big crash.
Yeah, a jump start. There was a jump start. Yeah, you could see in the back somewhere.
Actually, two drivers got a jump start. It was Trevor and Janice Correas.
Yeah, so then they were already then probably going 4 wide at some point, which is always difficult, especially in these conditions and with very poor visibility. Visibility is always a difficulty in the wet.
And there's so many. I'm seeing. Take a look at the race director incidents. I'm seeing so many drivers with a 5-second time penalty for severe collision.
Oh wow, maybe we will actually show this on the stream. It might be worth it. So let me see if I can
go
open
on race
this.
director and then incidents.
Let's take a look. So incidents. Okay, and we just have basically one straight and a corner of racing. Wow, this is amazing.
How?
This is very impressive. Yeah, obviously the as soon as there was the first of the incidents, we had full course yellow. So every other incident after that was theoretically under safety car. So it gives you a 5-second penalty on top of the incident, I suppose. So a little bit, I would say, a bit shady from the coding in this system, because like if it comes immediately, you don't like really have a time to react to that. But
So, take a look at our from P3 Dadiotis to P6 Torska. So Torska actually started last, and he's up into P6. And yeah, so as Hell, the Bowman, Dadiotis, they all started from the last 5 positions. And
Yeah,
they're
if
up in the
that Yotis Bomontilde and Torska, who started right at the back, managed to avoid all this carnage, and they basically are at the top now. So this is very interesting. The question is, can they keep it?
oh my! I just wish we had a replay for that first incident.
Yeah, I don't have the replay settings done, so I couldn't show it. Sorry. I'll try to learn how that works for the next one.
Yeah. Okay, this should be the last lap of safety car. No Threats is trying to join the field.
So only the top 6 without any pit stop, so they did not get any damage and managed to stay out. And wait later, and let's go with tires. Yeah, that's okay. So the safety car, is it? I think they will do another lap.
Yeah, I think we'll go for another lap. So
yeah, it's no threats. It's just coming closer just now.
So yeah, the drivers we're 4 laps in, and the drivers have only raced for what, 10 seconds?
Something like that. That was impressive. Really worth going back and look at it.
Yeah, I definitely will.
That should have been actually a red flag, but this game doesn't have red flags.
Yeah, it's.
No,
If that
that's
was a
normally a
red flag-
red flag. I mean, you have
Yeah,
half the grid. There is just carbon fiber all over the main straight, you know. So it's
Yeah. So, drivers all lined up. Moto Corsa actually has got a penalty already in lap 1.
in lap
Motocross,
lap.
yeah, Motocross has a penalty. I don't know exactly for what.
He didn't have much time to get it. Maybe it was under safety car, you know.
Oh, it was one of those 5 seconds. He had a severe collision with Wimpy.
All right. So he did get contact then on that first corner somehow.
Yeah.
So that puts actually Joel right now in a very good position if he doesn't have any penalties.
No, he doesn't. And yeah.
Joel, now that Yotis, I think he was involved there now with or I don't know, maybe these guys managed to keep it clean.
That Yotis does not have any penalties either.
Yeah, so it's pretty interesting because it's like the top 6 they managed to get.
That Yotis just got a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Joel.
Oh wow!
Joel, and that Yotis has damage. I was gonna say Joel has damage because I'm used to seeing him on the Williams, but no, this time he's on a Racing Point.
Yeah. Oh wow! But we jinxed it. Commentator's course just there.
Yeah, they both got a 5-second time penalty. So okay, as
We should shut up.
Motocrosser is gonna start finally racing again. Now, all the top 3 drivers have a 5-second penalty. So as Motocrosser starts, he gets already a 1-second advantage to Joel, who has a 1-second advantage to Daddy Otis himself. So, and Bowman actually.
We have
dropping down
Futuristic
as well.
and Torska fighting into the first real corner, and he puts his
What's he
nose
getting?
into.
Mozzie Gaming going around the outside of Futuristic makes it work.
He
He's
took
at
the advantage
P7.
there of that action, yeah.
He's sliding a lot though. Futuristic is gonna try to go around the outside this time. He can't do it.
He doesn't manage right now, but
No.
there is then Keyboard Magnussen in the inside trying to get Futuristic on, yeah, and he managed to do that. So lots of
Now
lots of
Gianni's
fights, and Jan is now taking advantage of these guys.
Oh.
Whoa.
Janice went into Futuristic and now he's lost so many positions. He's lost 3 already as Matthias goes past him. Futuristic manages to hold on to P9. Now...
And
Janice
now they're
trying
having to defend really hard now.
Yeah, Janice Correas is now going to attack Matthias. Or is he? No, he's not. He's too far back for this corner.
For this particular corner. Meanwhile, Joel managed to like catch up a little bit on Motocrosser, but still over a second the gap.
Yeah, as that he out his final pits for his front wing damage that he picked during the safety car. We have Tyler pitting as well. I'm not sure why he pitted. He doesn't seem to have damage. And Jenny's as well. Jenny's, I don't know. Lots
it's
of
not.
them are
It's
actually
still the
pitting.
yeah. It's actually still the pitting. Yeah, I'm not sure what's. I guess they all had some kind of damage. And I think we have maybe no. We have a fight. Matthias going on the arrow.
Did 3 drivers just serve a drive-through or?
Oh yeah, that might be it.
3, I think Janice Correas, Trevor and No Threats all serve the drive-through.
Yeah, that is possible because yeah, their tire seems to be still the old tires, three lap old. Only that Yotis actually did a tire change, so he had an actual pit stop. The other 3 guys seems to just be serving drive-throughs. Yeah, probably just from all that carnage they got that penalty on top of everything else, so it's gonna be an interesting race.
Futuristic now looks to put pressure on Keyboard Magnussen. Going into... Do you know what turn this is? Is it...
Let me
after
Google
the
it real
first
quick.
arrest? Okay. And he can't do it this time, but he'll keep the pressure on. Hopefully, he hopes that Keyboard makes a mistake. Motocross is just extending his lead on Show, who has a pretty healthy lead on Bowman. On Bowman in P3. Then further back we have a little bit of a trend from Mozzie Gaming to Matthias, who is in P9.
Yeah, so I have corner numbers now, so I can help you out with that.
Okay, that's great. As Keyboard Magnussen locks up, but Mozzie goes even slower now. Magnussen going onto the inside of his long left, and Mozzie has to lift off, not to spin. And it's gonna open space for Future, and as Mozzie goes into the wall, he keeps the car pointing straight, but I believe he's got damage.
He's still ahead, but did he get damaged? That's the question.
I saw him scrape the wall, so he must have got at least yellow damage.
Maybe slight damage. It doesn't seem too bad. And he doesn't seem to be losing too much control of the car and still keeping the speed. So I think he got away with it somehow. And so yeah, so now we are that would be now turn 11, coming into the big straight, which has corner 12 and 13 in the straight, and then it's 14 is the braking zone. Okay.
Okay. As going to turn 14, Futuristic is not close enough to Mozzie, who defended well, but now they have Radim and Matthias right behind them. Then I don't see I don't see any other fight just yet.
Yeah, most the action is in this train, no, from basically from keyboard all the way to Matthias, no, and even Daro.
Yeah.
Daro, I think, is closing in on them. Currently in P10, but he still has a small gap to close. Let's change. Wait.
Yeah, and also Torska is getting on Bowman at P3.
Yeah, then let's check the gaps better. So what do we have? I think we have. Yeah, we have a bit of action again from these guys. Ooh, and it was Mosi game in now this time.
Mosi into the wall and Daro into the wall as well.
Daro had a bad spin, but he's still running. Mosi Gaming is out. So the previous lap he managed to get out with it. But oh wow! So what did we get? We got like 4 laps of racing.
Did you catch what happened to Mosi? I didn't see it.
Yeah. Well, we were riding along with I think with Matthias at the moment, and so just in the background the cars just flying sideways. So yeah.
Okay, so now the gaps are all gonna close again, which might lead to some more chaos.
Futuristics doesn't seem to have damage, so if they had contact, it wasn't strong enough for him to get more damage. But it did send Mosi into the wall, so that's unfortunate.
Yeah, we're not even into the halfway point of this race, and we have a fourth of the drivers.
Already DNF'd, yeah.
Already DNF'd.
Oh, this is pretty impressive.
Are coming into the pits.
So the leaders are pitting.
Keyboard Magnussen stays out, and so does Futuristic and Radim and Matthias.
Okay, this is very interesting. But to be honest, I don't think it's very hard to make that a new set of intermediates make it to the end.
Do you think they can go to the end from those 6 laps intermediates?
I think it's possible, but it will be risky, and it will not be so quick. So it's a risk. These guys haven't pitted, I think. No, actually they did. They did pit on the first safety car, so that's why they are staying out on this one, and probably hoping for maybe for another one later on for a second pit stop, or just to stretch and make it to the end. So it's kind of hard to. It's kind of hard right now to predict how this will shuffle after pit stops, because I don't know what.
Motocross and Joel will want to make a lot of places, and they actually have Daro in the middle of them. He didn't pit as well.
Yeah, it is interesting from the lead. Now they are P5 and P7, Joel, from P2. So the question is, can they make the positions back? And if they make the positions back, then the other guys would probably want to pit and get quicker tires as well, or can the front runners now, Keyboard and Futuristic, for example, keep the speed and the tires all the way to the end of the race? That is the big question. Let's see what the chat says. Maybe they have a better understanding of this.
Yeah, Crystal is surprised because he said there were only gonna be 4 DNFs, and we already have 6.
We're already at 6, so yeah, that's quite a lot. And from actually a full grid, many races are not even raced with 20 drivers, maybe with 18 or so. So we would be already almost at the point of giving basically points to everybody who finishes. So if this continues,
yeah, well, Let's see how this restart goes. If the drivers can catch up to the field, we might go green this lap.
Yeah, but I think they have to catch up before sector 3 or something like that. It's very early, the detection point.
I think it's possible. Northwest is entering the long left now.
Yeah, so he should catch up right after these corners. So we can continue racing.
What's the maximum number of safety cars there can be? Is it 3 or 4?
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know this now. What
Does
happened after
anybody
that?
shut
Only virtuals, no?
Yeah.
Max 5 safety cars, they say in chat.
Yeah, I think that counts with virtual safety cars as well.
Okay. So we are already 2 down, so we still have 3 to go. I have good faith. All right, so we are getting ready to go racing.
Once again, now this time it's Keyboard Magnussen who leads from Futuristic and Radin with P3. Let's see if these new intermediates motocrosser can make a big difference and go past everyone.
Let's see what the difference is from the new tires to the used tires.
Keyboard Magnussen speeds up and the field is going. Or is it? Yes, it is. He goes a little bit slower now though. And yeah, we go green. Everyone is up to speed. No one's spun on the last corner.
So let's see, is Futuristic going to try something right now? I don't think so. He's pretty
Joe
far
already
back.
made a move on Darrow.
So he is taking advantage of those new tires. Sorry.
Yeah.
And
We have
Motocrosser is
Futuristic
also Motocrosser also really close to Matias.
Yeah, he is. He'll want to get past us as quickly as he can.
Yeah,
And hope
definitely.
that Joe doesn't do the same. Futuristic is also putting pressure on Keyboard Magnussen.
And we have Janice Correas on Tadiotis. He made that move quite easily. And
now-
Bomo and Darrow, the two alphas, switching
Yeah, they
positions.
They switched positions, yeah.
That might be a maybe strategy worse actually,
Yeah,
because Beaumont is on the fresh tires, so he's
Yeah, I
gonna.
think they are both Polish, I believe. So
Yeah, Alpha almost good at strategy, bro.
I thought
Ooh,
Joe is really close to Motocrosser now, who is really close to Matthias as well.
so these two are really pushing now. They really want to gain those positions back on these fresh tires. As we have some changes at the back, no thread still there going on. As that Yachtis actually goes into the pits again.
Motocrosser's gonna run.
I wonder if this is one of those drive-throughs again, or if he's actually going to pit. No, he pits. No?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
he
pits.
pits.
Yeah, he pits for a fresh wing. And back to the action. So it's yeah, these guys are very close, but it's one thing is to be close, and another one is to make the move.
Oh, there's a 3-1 moment. Torska, James Chris and Darrow 5G. Darrow is slowing down massively.
Yeah, I got that. Torska is actually coming ahead from this.
Now Trevor goes
Trevor.
past Darrow as well. I don't know what happened to Dao, but he dropped 3 positions.
And one more now from No Threats. Oh, and he's around and he has contact with Tilde. So Tilde trying to make the move, but actually managed to get Daro to spin. I'm pretty sure the FIA will have to take a look at that later. It did not look so nice.
Joel still battling with Motocrosser.
Yeah, the whole train, there's a whole train from P1 all the way to Joel in P6. So
Yeah. Let's see if anyone can make a move into turn 2. Nobody seems to have gotten a great exit. In these conditions, you can also save a lot of ERS.
yeah, it is easier, yes. It's also very dangerous to deploy it in the wrong moment. So you have to be careful with that. And I think we have and we have Torska around. He I don't know if he got contact from behind, but he.
Oh, and it hits No Threats.
So a big chaos again. So I saw definitely Torska hitting the wall.
Yeah, then he must have gotten some damage in. Lost his braking power and he went to the back of No Threats.
Yeah, so that was another incident. But for this one, we just got a very short-term yellow flag.
Motocrosser, I think, is the first one to get a normal penalty for too many warnings.
So he gets now another penalty. So that's gonna play massively at the end. The penalties. I think it's gonna be chaos to try to figure out who is where.
Yeah, they're all bunched up.
But they are basically pushing each other through the third sector.
Yeah, this allows Bowman to catch up with them. He's 3.5 seconds away as he locks up into the penultimate corner and into the last corner as well. Bowman is struggling a little bit.
Yeah, Bowman is just trying to catch to this group, but he doesn't seem to have the pace at the moment. He is quite safe from behind, right, because of all the incidents happening. He actually has a bit of a poster a few seconds behind him, Bowman. So he can just now focus ahead and just try to close the gap. And at the front, not much is happening. These guys, I think, are pretty happy to just follow each other and try to drive a quick race.
This Keyboard Magnussen locks up. Now Fischer-6 is really close.
He's really close. Are we going to see maybe the first move at this in this train? They are kind of pulling away from Radim at the moment.
Yeah, Fischer-6
just slightly, but
Fischer-6 went a little bit wide, so he didn't get that good exit he needed to overtake in turn 14. Is it?
14, yeah, and Motocrosser, you see, nah, he just shows himself. I'm here, and I'm waiting. So make a mistake, please.
That's
oh, is he going to? Joel actually tried to. Motocrosser trying to. Woo! So who comes ahead? This is gonna be very intense. Nah, Joel backs out, so he decides to try in a different moment.
Joel almost did try to go around the outside of Motocrosser in those slow corners. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him.
Yeah, the thing is, he saw Motocrosser going for the move, which obviously puts him in the bad line. So Joel said, like, "Ooh, this might be a moment." But thank God they both continue to to race with no problems. And we have Torska actually in the pits for another wing change. So I guess he was, yeah, I think he was the one spinning out in the in turn 3, right?
There's yellow flags in.
Is that Taro? That's Taro. There was just shortly a yellow
Yeah,
flag. I
that's
don't know what
Taro.
happened to him. He's now running and looking healthy, so he probably just had a big slide. And are we seeing a move now from motocrosser maybe into T14?
Joel
He's
is
not
in the back
deployment.
praying for. Yeah, Joel is praying for motocrosser not to overtake Matthias.
Yeah, it's a difficult situation because motocrosser wants to make a move, but if he makes the move and fails, he will have Joel right at the back trying for his move. So
We have Trevor close to Janice careers as well, but he's really low on ERS, so he's been pushing a lot.
yeah, let's see if he can. He's deploying though, but not that much. He doesn't have much battery.
And now motocrosser might be going for a move round the outside into turn 2.
If
He
he-
breaks
yeah.
later than Matthias.
Ooh, he locks up a little bit, but no contact, and Matthias managed to defend that one pretty good. They're still fighting. Is he going to go on the inside? He's going on the inside, and very little grip, but they are both okay, and motocrosser actually makes a beautiful move.
Yeah, really clean.
Beautiful move. They were both pushing. You could see them sliding, but
Oh,
they
and something up, keep on Magnusson. He's going slow, and Futuristic is slow as well. Rather now trying to go around the outside of Futuristic into the fast corner. He goes a little bit wide, but is that enough to put him ahead of Futuristic? That is. So Radim up into P2.
Radim
And
to
now
P2, yeah.
Motocrosser right on the back of them.
We missed it. We didn't see what happened to them, but
They're
yeah.
so close. They're so close to each other. Matthias is trying to get Motocrosser back, and Joe is trying to get Matthias, but no one seems to get a good run into 10-14.
Oh, and Joel with a massive send. Is it gonna work? Doesn't look like. I think Matthias is going to defend this one, but they are still side by side. Really good racing. A little bit of
Ooh, they
contact,
touched a little
nothing,
bit.
nothing too bad. Joel gets the move done.
Yeah,
Really
this time he
forceful.
pushed
But I think it's fair and it's good racing, and he saw motocrosser going away from him, so he needed to make that move count. And motocrosser now, yeah, going on the inside on of Futuristic, so for turn 2, 3.
out.
Nope.
Futuristic breaks really late.
Yeah, he breaks really late, so it's not enough to pass. But very good quality racing. What I'm seeing so far at the front in this race.
Yeah. We have 10 laps to go, and there's no other train forming behind those guys. We have Bowman, then Janice right behind them, and Trevor behind Janice. So
Yeah,
if they
this-
can't catch up to them, someone's going. Is motocrosser going slow?
No, it's motocross going
to overtake
with another very clean, very beautiful move from motocrosser. There is a reason why he's leading this championship, and that is quality driving, quality racing. Joel trying to keep up. Basically, I think he's just trying to keep up. He sees motocrosser make a move. He needs to make that position also. And because Futuristics actually is these guys are on 14 lap old tires, so
Joe finally managed to get past Futuristic in 10-14.
yeah, I think those tires are now starting to drop. We see them going slower and slower. And Trevor goes past Bowman.
And Janice Cruz as well. And Matthias goes into the pits, so
So
that
he
might
had
show
enough.
that those tires might be a little bit more
He don't think he can make it with these tires, or at least not at a decent pace. So let's see where he comes out. Oh, he's serving a penalty. 5 seconds. Yeah, and now he's out. He didn't have any damage, but he had to serve a penalty, which cost him a lot of time. So I think he's going to come out just behind that Yotis, I think, in P11. So quite a way back from where he was. Question is it enough now to catch up and go back to that fight?
Well, I don't think it's enough to catch up to Motocross, but if Keyboard Magnussen and Vadim have to pit, then sure, he can undercut them. Guys, oh, Motocross gonna tank slap, and now Joel takes advantage of it.
Joel really close, really close.
Yeah, I thought he was going to have a good run, but
I think
He lost
we're
all
going
his
to
speed.
see us, and no, actually Motocrosser managed to. I think he deployed everything he had to stay ahead and keep that gap alive. And Radim now very close to Keyboard Magnussen. I mean, these guys, they are all really close. And they have been for the last 5 or 6
now
laps.
Giannis Correas is catching up to them. He's almost joining the train. Let's see if someone gets a good run now into turn 2. Yeah, turn 2.
Let's see, I think everybody is deploying at the moment, yeah.
Joel is a little bit low on ERS. He only has 30%, while Motocrosser has 85%.
Oh, Futuristic getting a penalty. Corner cutting. And let's see, Matthias is...
Oh, Motocrosser almost looked for a dive already.
But he's really close, he really wants to make that move, and Joel also.
Yeah, but the most important thing now is that they're keeping it clean, which is
It's impressive how they manage to do this such close and hard racing in these conditions, and to keep it all the way clean. Especially since we saw at the beginning of the race.
Joel!
Ooh, and Joel with a
dive.
massive send, but they're still together, it seems.
Ooh,
And
Joel
the-
showing Motocross once again that he is here and he won't give up on that P3 right now, but possibly P1.
Yeah, that is the question. The thing is, right now there is only 8 laps to go, and I wonder what kind of tire wear they are having on those old intermediates. We can definitely see that they are losing a little bit of grip, but can they make
Yeah.
it to the end? Because it seems to be that they have just enough to keep these guys behind, or at least to make it very difficult for the overtake.
Yeah, they have, and it's only 7 more
And
laps.
Motocrosser on the move, is he gonna make it? No, he gets. Oh, but Radim goes wide and comes back with a bump into Motocrosser, but Motocrosser got that move done, so he just have one car ahead of him, and he's
Yeah,
back
but that guy is his
leading.
teammates. So that guy is his teammate. So will we see Keyboard Magnussen letting Motocrosser through so that he can? but-
We will see. I honestly
No,
haven't seen much
no.
of team orders from them.
Joel got past Radim as well.
And now Motocrosser on the move on his teammate, and is he going to make it?
No,
No,
Keyboard
he's not
Magnussen
making.
actually defends.
Yeah, I've seen these guys. I mean, they usually don't do team orders.
Right, so Keyboard Magnussen might be trying to go to the end as Motocrosser goes to the inside now. He's gonna make that move stick.
And he makes it.
Switch back, but it doesn't work, and now Joe is really close to him.
So it's very important now who gets the better exit.
They're both flying, but Joel is slower on the RS.
Yeah, is it gonna be enough? No, he's too far. He's still too far. But excellent racing.
And now Giannis Carrezis has arrived and he's almost touching Futuristic. That was really close. Now going
And
for that on the inside.
And
He actually gets a warning and gets a penalty for it.
And he has to slow down massively, and Trevor almost hitting him. Now going side by side, and this is not as clean, but it's still fair game.
Joel going for a move on keyboard. They both go off track, but keyboard keeps that position. Oh, Joel stops him a little bit. It's hitting up now. Joel gets a good run, but again he's slow on that ERS.
Yeah, he just needs to conserve a bit more of ERS. He's on 0 right now. Is he gonna send it? He's sending it.
Dive again.
What a dive!
Big dive again.
He's really trying.
Ooh, they're making contact. Joel on the outside.
Oh, and Keyboard has damage. Oh no, this is Radim who got damage. Because Keyboard had to slow down, and Keyboard is spitting. I think he just had enough of those tires. Radim continues though with damage, missing half his wing and with the old tires, so I don't think that was the right call. I think he had to pit instantly. But we will see if he can keep up the pace with these guys.
Yeah, now Joel, let me check the situation on penalties. Motocrosser has, well, it has 2 penalties, but I think the first penalty was that 5 second that he already served in the pits.
Yeah,
so he only has one 3-second time penalty, I think. And Joel had that 5-second time penalty that he must have served in the pits as well. So Joel has no penalties.
And Gurla, just for very interesting is these 3 guys that just pitted now, they went for the soft. We have Keyboard, Futuristic, No Threats, and Torska all for the soft. So
yeah, now that you mention it, it's not raining anymore. And now Janis Correa's got past Radim, and there's the yellow flags. That's a Ferrari, that's No Threats. On the soft tires, No Threats spun on the soft tires, so
yeah, he spun, so the conditions are definitely still not quite there for a full push. But he seems to be, yeah, his wing seems to be okay. I think he managed to save it just enough.
Radim is the only one on those old intermediates, and he's now losing time. James Curry's got past him, and now Trevor is trying to get past him as well.
He's also carrying damage. And he's still not pitting. He's gonna continue with damage and the oldest tires in the grid. So
yeah, he has to wait. He has to wait for the softs to be a good option.
Yeah, but carrying that damage, actually, to be honest, he is not losing that much time. So he might be just betting on staying out and like just holding it there as long as he can.
Oh, Joel almost spun. He scraped the wall. I'm not sure if he has damage or not, but
at least not visual damage. The car looks okay, but he has Gianni is actually very feisty behind. On the same tires, same strategy, so
another driver pits.
that's still there.
Trevor is fighting with him and he goes past him easily now.
Yeah, Radim is struggling, so I don't know what's best for him. I think he should bid for the softs.
Now, is Keyboard Magnussen gaining on Matthias? That's what we should be looking at.
Let's go on board with him. He's the first of the soft runners. Are they quick enough for in 4 laps to make the difference? That is the question.
I think he's losing a little bit of time still.
It seems that softs are still slower though. Yeah, he's struggling quite a lot for grip.
Yeah, he's losing time to Matthias now. As Bowman now tries to get past Radim, and he does. So Bowman up into P5.
And Radim still out and still fighting, at least that. Oh, and he is actually going for the move on the outside. Is he gonna get it? It seems he get it before the braking zone, but he does have a wing damage, so can he keep the speed up? He does, and he still managed to defend this. It's impressive, I must say. And we have Janice Correa is also very close to Joel. Motocrosser, meanwhile, he checked out. He is gone.
Yeah, and look at his ERS now saving for a possible future battle.
He has recharged his battery completely, yeah. So
yeah, both Joel and Janice are really low on ERS.
yeah, this fighting is actually costing them, because if they could just save ERS and just drive, they could try to close that gap to Motocrosser, but it seems that they decide to fight for P2. P2 is enough, and so is it going to send his? He does, but not quite. So Joel managed to block that move and defend it.
Yeah, I've got confirmation that Joel has light green damage from that.
Contact with the wall now. So yeah.
Yeah.
So that's quite unfortunate, but.
Ooh, now Joel blocks the inside, or is it going to the pits?
He's going to the pits. Joel. Oh no.
He tried to go to the pits, but I think he missed his braking point, and he actually corner cutted that, so he got a 3-second time penalty.
Wow. And
well,
now we get Janice probably going for the move again. Is he going to do it?
We have more drivers pitting. Trevor and Daddy is pitting for the softs. So let's take a look at Keyboard Magnussen again. See if he's gaining now on Matthias. Which he is not, as Janice Correa goes past Joel.
No, the keyboard seems to still be struggling on those softs.
Yeah.
But is it quicker is the question.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's take a look at Trevor. Trevor is actually gaining quite a bit on Bowman. But there's 2 laps remaining, so I don't think Motocrosser, or I don't think any of the top 3 will risk it. Even Radim might not risk it, and he has got damage, so...
I mean, at this point the best for Radim, I think, is also to stay out. He might lose the position to Bowman, but there is a massive gap for the next car. Is 15 seconds to Trevor. So even if he loses this...
We've got TRS enabled now, so maybe it's really time for the softs, as Joel now goes into the pits, and so does Janice Correas. Motocrosser stays out.
Okay, so I think for these guys, they will lose the positions on Radim and Bowman, but if they come out on fresh softs, they should be able to, maybe in 2 laps, I don't know. It's only 2 laps, you know, there's not much time.
Yeah. Let's see if they made the right call to go on softs, or if they didn't. Of course, they now have to overtake Bowman and Radim. And Bowman didn't manage to overtake Radim again after they switched positions twice.
But with all of that, now Radim with damage, with the old tires, with the oldest tires in the whole track, and he's in P2.
Giannis Cruz gets another penalty, and now Matthias actually he's in front of Joel, but Joel goes right past him again.
Goes
Because he's
flying past.
the interns.
He had much more grip on that long left-hander.
Yeah, but something happened. Did something happen to Joel, or did he change his wing because he lost
He changed the
a
wing,
lot
yeah.
of time?
He
Oh,
had a
okay.
wing change, yeah. Because Giannis is ahead by quite a bit, somewhere around 8 seconds. So and Bowman actually now finally making that move for P2 on Radim. So Bowman now looking really nice for a podium finish. Ooh, and he goes a little deep, but he managed to stop it just about. And we have a yellow flag for what was that?
I think it was Matthias possibly. Joel gets another 3-second time penalty. That's not gonna help him.
That is definitely not going to help him. And let's take a look at Giannis now. He's just 6 seconds behind Radim in P3. So it's the last lap. 6 seconds. Do you think that's possible? And Radim actually
yeah.
And he's still giving a big fight. Bowman now on the outside. Who has more grip? Bowman should have more grip with a fresher wing.
But Bowman looks up. Oh,
Goes a little wide, but they're still fighting. And
that
they
was
are
scary.
still both alive for some reason. It's quite
They're
Whoa.
still side by side.
both having a little bit of a slide out of the corner.
Yeah.
And this is giving Giannis all the opportunities. The question was,
Yeah,
can he
Giannis
manage
on
to
the
make
right on
6
the back of
seconds?
his-
And he goes on the
Yeah.
inside, and on the inside of both of them makes easy
And
work.
Trevor as well. It's gonna do it. Oh no. Maybe they shouldn't have fought with each other. Trevor
This
actually going on the RS and Bowman going for a move on him. Is he locks up? He's not. But no, Trevor going
3 wide.
Oh.
They went 3-0 when Trevor, I think he got
And
or
Bowman going for a move on Radim on the outside.
and Bowman is
Bowman almost
ooh,
spins.
he
Trevor
he
goes
kept it
past him.
in track.
No flags. Joel now catching up to them, and now Trevor going past Radim defends the inside. Trevor goes round the outside, and he does it for the final lap. Bowman is approaching. Can he do it in the final corner? I don't think he can. They are going really slowly, and that's gonna be it.
And Bowman wins on penalties.
Bowman.
Bowman, look at that. Bowman, motocrosser, Giannis, Trevor had him.
It's 2 minutes. 2 minutes 20 from.
Yeah,
Matthias
that
to
must
Bowman,
be a
so
bug.
it might be a bug.
That must be a bug. It's too long.
Oof,
Wow.
What a finish.
What a fighting from these guys. Impressive stuff. We will have to take a look where did Bowman actually finished. There was definitely some movement on because of the penalties, but not 2 minutes.
I think he
definitely.
finished. I think he finished P5, just ahead of Joel. So, Joel just with that. Did he change his wing? You said in the pit stops.
Yeah, they did change the wing. So
Yeah, that wing change cost him a P4 because he was really close on with Janis Correas who got the last podium position.
but it was really too hard to call. I don't know what the best strategy was to stay out. The guys who stayed out were doing actually pretty good until they start fighting with each other. The guys who
Yeah.
pitted would have probably not made it unless except for these big fights at the end. So quite difficult. The one guy who stayed out and had the pace motocrosser, stayed at in the front, so he definitely did the right strategy for his fight.
Yeah. I think it would be a good thing to record, to show the people and record the race director, because we might have lots of incidents and people
Yeah,
missing like Roman did.
let's take a look at Bowman and warnings, penalty, and
The
two
fastest
warnings.
lap goes to Bowman, but that's not real. The real one goes to Futuristic, who has a 140.7.
Yeah, looking at the race direction and the penalties, you need a full book to write this. Quite a lot of incidents.
So, who do you think is your driver of the day? Please help us in chat if you can. I would go for well, Bowman. I think he finished P5 from P18, which is really good. But Giannis Correa's from P2 from P12 is really good as well. And Trevor as well. They all got, yeah, they all started from the back and finished really high up, so it's tough to decide who.
It's really tough to decide. I mean, honestly, these guys at the front, they were all driving excellently. So I saw plenty of moves, very nice moves, aggressive moves, and everybody keeping it either defending or attacking, just keeping everything clean, or as clean as is, let's say, acceptable. So I couldn't say there are too many. I would say Motocrosser drove an amazing race. I saw a few moves from him that were really just beautiful. Joel pushing, very aggressive, fighting. Really, you could see that he wanted that win. Yeah. So it's quite hard for me right now to call, to say.
It is tough.
I would say let's just let the chat vote, maybe. See who has more support on chat.
Please guys, give us a little bit of help on this one. If I had to vote for someone, I think I would go for Giannis Correa's, because he started from P12, I think, into P2, and he wasn't on that initial train that we saw with lots of people. He wasn't there, and he actually made his way there.
He actually had to fight to get there, so.
Yeah, and with those softs in the end, he made the two positions he lost on the pits again. So, yeah, if I really had to, well, I do, but I have to vote for someone. So, yeah, I guess I'll vote for him.
You vote for Giannis then?
Yeah, Giannis.
Yeah, I think I can agree. I definitely think that any of these guys can win it. It was excellent driving. So we have so we should check for interviews, right? Oh, my game actually crashed now.
There's one problem. There's no one actually in the voice chat waiting for an interview.
Oh well, that's sad.
Oh, Bowman is right now, so let's talk to Bowman, shall we?
Let's talk to Bowman, yeah.
Hello, Bowman.
Hello.
Well, you won the race, but
yeah, I don't know what happened really. That was so crazy. So maybe I'm gonna talk about how it looked from my perspective.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I obviously. Please tell us about the start.
Yeah.
We wanna.
So, it was like, of course, I did very, very bad in quali, but it's because I panicked when I was choosing the setup, because I didn't know to whether to choose my Russia setup or any of the wet setups that I had. I didn't have wet setup for Russia, so I panicked and chose Zanper wet setup, and so quali was obviously in the trash. And I started from P18, I believe. And and this turn 1 or turn 0 crash, I thought I managed to avoid it, but because I ghosted through 2 or 3 cars, but then my game froze. I believe it's because the physics calculations and all stuff, and my computer just couldn't handle with that. So I had to restart F1, and so you invited me obviously back to the game, and then I was 5th under the safety car, and I had no damage and no penalties, I believe. So I was like, wow, how did that happen? And then basically for the whole race I was like P8, P6, P4. So because there was lots of people pitting. And I believe it was 4th or 5th on the finish line, and then the game said I won, and I was like, that's impossible, but whoa.
Yeah,
that's a bug. Yeah, maybe you guys had so many penalties or something, but yeah, pretty. I saw on Discord that everyone's congratulating motocrossers, and was like, yeah, it's a bug.
Yeah, it must be a bug, because it was something about like 2:20 the difference, so that's definitely a bug. We don't know, maybe you might have jumped someone on penalties. We don't know this. We just check the race director, and I guess the FIA will take a look at that to give the final results. We don't know, but it was a great racing anyways.
Yeah, I had a pretty much. It was pretty fun for me, because I was tired of being 15th or 18th through all past races. I had a bad streak, so yeah, it was nice to be in top 10. I think I finished in top 10. Can't tell really, but then I think I managed to do that. So
Yeah, for sure. P5, P4, maybe, I don't know. But definitely a great race for all of you. It was very entertaining to see. I think we had quite a show. No words at the start. That was just something you usually don't see.
Yeah, you should go look at the stream. Watch the start again.
Of course.
It was completely crazy, and you had quite an intense battle in those last laps with Radin, who had damage, and you opted not to pit for the softs. You stayed out on the inters.
With our Jeff, who is Jean-Marie, we decided that we will play poker and try to do something that other people don't do. So yeah, we just went opposite of everyone before us. So everyone was pitting for softs. So I said, let's stay. Let's see where it gets us. And yeah, I think it paid off.
Yeah, definitely paid off. Yeah, it was pretty close. I think the call of for pitting or not pitting was very close. So
one more thing.
We've got all the time in the world, because there's no one else up for interviews, so you can stay here as long as you want.
But I don't think I remember what I wanted to say. I blacked out. So.
Take your time. I mean, it's not like we have anyone else.
For the battle with the Williams before me, in front of me.
Radim.
I knew that he had 6 seconds penalties and I had 3. So when he was obviously blocking me, I wanted to pick up the pace and just overtake him, but I wasn't so much committed in the fight to risk any damage, because I knew that if I can easily stay 3 seconds behind him and finish in front of him. So I didn't want to take any risk here.
Yeah, that's very smart. But I don't know if you had an eye on the car behind, because there was I think it was Janice coming 6 seconds behind you on the last lap on the fresh softs, and actually he managed to gain like 5 seconds by half a lap because of this fighting with Radim. So that was quite interesting to see.
Yeah. I could feel the breath of the guys behind me. So that was why because if I didn't have them on my back, so I pretty much would just go behind the Williams. But I knew I should try to overtake him to pick up the pace, because he was slowing me down.
Yeah, he actually
again,
had damage.
But I didn't want to risk them. So it was like, should I or shouldn't I? Yeah.
Well, it was anyways a great race and a good result. So congratulations for that.
I'm pretty happy. Thank you.
Yeah. So
So yeah, I think that's it. We don't have anyone else for interviews. Unfortunately, we would like to get some more opinions or some more POVs on that start, but unfortunately we don't have anyone else. So who did you vote for driver of the? Oh, actually, no.
Radius, no, he showed and then he left. Yeah, no, I think Janice, he really did a very good race. So I think you said no, Janice, or?
Yeah. Dragon voted for Terror. No. Trevor. Yeah, Trevor. Terror actually had issues with his internet, so he couldn't come to this race. But Dragon voted for Trevor in the chat. I think he also did a good race.
He did a good race, definitely. Yeah, he was a bit on that second train in the back, which they were also fighting quite a lot. We didn't manage to show much of them, but a few moves, because there was the main train at the front. But I think these guys, they also had a pretty good race, lots of action. So definitely good racing there.
But yeah, I would still go for Janice.
Yeah, I think let's just give it to Giannis. I think he ended up P3 at the end, or P2. No, P2. Where did he finish at the end?
Giannis finished P2.
P2, correct. Yeah.
With Bowman going.
Yeah, right. That's why, because I saw P3, but it's actually a P2. So I think that's a pretty amazing effort. So, and we saw his wheel-to-wheel racing, lots of fights to see this race. So yeah, definitely I would say that he deserves it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
very good. So then that's it from us, and we'll be back tomorrow with tier 2, right?
Yeah, that's right. I hope we have a cleaner start.
Yeah, good luck with that. It's an interesting track. I hope you get a dry race, to be honest. We had rain yesterday, rain today.
Well, I would actually like a little bit of rain, to be honest, but
all right, okay. Well, that makes it interesting, definitely. So keep an eye tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Eastern Time. So
PM.
then on Saturday we have tier 1, and on Sunday we have 2 SRL tier 2 and tier 1. So just keep your eye open for that. And well, thanks for watching.
Please like the stream if you liked it. Really helps. And yeah, that's it from me as well.
Okay, so then thank you all and goodbye.